Hey YouTube, how you guys doing? My name is Kyle, you know me as Dragonmar, and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to be going over how to counterstrafe and how to peek in Valorant. I'm going to be going over about two different ways to peek. I use both of them, walk peeking and counterstrafing, and I'm also going to tell you a little bit about what not to do and how to switch things up to take your enemies by surprise. So if you guys enjoy the videos, please remember to hit that subscribe button and let's get started. Alright, so as I mentioned, I use two different types of peeks in Valorant. I use counterstrafing and I use walk peeking. And I think each of them are very valid and have their own uses. Now, obviously, walk peeking is when you hold down your walk button, whether it be shift, control, or alt, whatever it is, you walk around the corner and you start shooting. Now, in Valorant, there's actually a pretty good walking accuracy. As you can see, I'm just going to walk right now. And as you're going to see, that's pretty darn good. This makes it really effective for taking people by surprise. If someone's holding a very tight angle, sometimes you can just sort of walk by them and shoot them in the head. It's actually kind of funny. Also, with walk peeking, I like to incorporate a counterstrafe as well, which on its own is a fantastic option for peeking and probably the most preferred by most people. The reason counterstrafing is so good is because you're getting the furthest away from the wall you're peeking from as fast as possible and remaining 100% accurate with your first shot. Remember guys, first shot accuracy is everything. Say it with me. First shot accuracy is everything. It's so important that your first shot lands every single time, because when you start playing good players, they're going to be hitting their first shot. So you need to make sure you're doing it as well. And what I mean by this is that when you walk around a corner, let me show you. I'm going to try to do an example here of messing up my first shot accuracy. So let's see. I'm going to walk around a corner. And as you can see how those shots just went off even though I was aiming relatively on the head? That's because I was still moving. Now watch with the counterstrafe. Oh boy, I missed. But as you can see, as soon as I get around this corner, instantly on the head. Instantly on the head every single time. And watch, ready? We'll go a little further. We'll come out a little wider this time. Oh, I missed the first shot there. Come out a little wider, missed. But as you can see, for the most part, they're hitting, right? So with a counterstrafe, the idea is whichever direction you're going, whether it be left using the A button or right using the D button, you want to hit the opposite button to stop yourself. So if I'm strafing to the left, I want to hit D. Immediately you see myself stop. Ready? Strafing, stop. Strafing, stop. That is a counterstrafe. It is probably the most effective option. When I'm doing walk peeks like this, it's because I know someone's gonna be there, it's because I think someone might be around a corner and I want to continue moving while I'm shooting to get myself into a slightly different position. When you counterstrafe like this, you're really committing to the peek. So that would be if I 100% know someone's in a corner. If I know someone's right here in this corner, I'm going to counterstrafe that every single time. I want to make sure I have 100% accuracy. When I think someone might be, I might just walk peek. If they're there, great. I know I have really great walking accuracy. I'm still obviously going to stop. I never just walk around like this, right? I'm always going to stop, but it's from a walking speed. All right, so now that we know what counterstrafing is and about walk peeking, how do you even practice this stuff? Well, great thing is Riot gave us the practice range, and it's actually kind of useful. You can just come into here anytime you want and practice your peeks. And as you can see, you're gonna know exactly how many times you hit them. Don't pay attention to me missing. Or you can come over here to bots. Now, I think this is a great option. What you can do is you can start it on any difficulty, whether you want to be on easy, medium, or hard, and you can just practice. Just keep yourself moving all the time. The second one appears, counterstrafe. Second one appears, counterstrafe. Just get yourself ready, right? Just like this every single time. This is also a great way to warm up, by the way. If you're having trouble, you're feeling a little rusty in your first games. But just like this is all you have to do. It's going to teach you all you need to know. And trust me, guys, it is so obvious when someone is missing their first shots because they're not accurate. So just take your time in here. Practice counterstrafing. It's incredibly important if you want to succeed in this game. Now, let's say that you know about counterstrafing, walk peeking, and all that kind of stuff. What's another way that you can peek a corner? Maybe you just keep getting headshotted, right? How can you take enemies by surprise when they're coming around a corner? Well, there's one thing we haven't talked about so far, and that's crouching. You can crouch peek sometimes as well. This is really great when people are holding tight angles, especially if you incorporate the counterstrafe into it. So if someone's holding this close angle here, what I can do is I can come around this corner nice and fast with a counterstrafe, but at the same time I can duck just like this. So I come around like this. They're not going to expect that because most people are going to be holding you like this, right? They're going to be all the way up here. So if someone comes around the corner and their head's down here, this person has to immediately adjust and shoot down. So this is a great way to take people off guard, especially people who are like opping, or maybe they're just really playing tight, like they're up close like this. You can sometimes just duck right under their shot and shoot them right in the head. This works pretty much anywhere. When you get to longer ranges, I think it loses its effectiveness because your hitbox is already so small. So at longer ranges, I would probably not crouch peek. I would just stick with my normal counterstrafing. And things like that. But when you're up close and personal, I think it's a great option to really take people off guard. All right, guys, that's going to conclude the video on how to counterstrafe and walk peek. Hopefully you guys get some good practice in. This is really, really important stuff. Counterstrafing is really fundamental to any sort of game that has aim like this, whether it's Counter-Strike or Valorant. So I hope you guys head on into the practice range, get some practice going. Obviously, I think that shooting this dummy over here is also a great option as well, because you can really see when you're hitting it. But with that being said, hope you guys learned something new. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Take it easy, and peace.